vegan crab cake.
This bag of soya chunks is just $3.99 and I have been using it a lot for many recipes. Today, vegan crab cakes. Here we go.
I'm gonna need half a bag.
It comes dried and we're going to reconstitute it with hot water. So I use some water from my kettle to reconstitute it. And we're just going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. I added in some mushroom seasoning too so that it's a little bit seasoned as well. We're going to set that aside and then we're going to work on the binder. So I have a half a pack of saltine crackers here. I'm going to take these and I'm going to crush them down. Crush them very good with my hands because these are going to be our binder. Now, after we have our saltine crackers crushed, I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of vegan mayonnaise. And then I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of vegan Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce without anchovies. Then I'm going to use a teaspoon of dried dill and a teaspoon of dried parsley, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. Mix that all together so that it becomes almost like a paste. We're going to add some dried mustard powder here, but you could also use just regular mustard out of a bottle, and the juice of 1 lime or lemon, either one. Going to use about a half a cup of vegan milk here to loosen up our paste. And now we're going to be ready to start putting in our soya chunks. So we're going to squeeze out the liquid out of the soya chunks and then put them into our mixture. And then once we have them all inside of our mixture, then we're going to go ahead and mix that all around so everything gets a little flavor. Because remember, this is all like a little flavor base, but also it's our base to keep it together. So we're going to mix that very well with our hands. I added some gloves because it can get a little messy here. Make sure everything is coated. And then after everything is coated, I added about a half a cup of breadcrumbs as well to give me a little bit more binder, keeping it all together, right? So I'm mixing that all together, and then I'm going to put a little plastic wrap on top and place it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes just to let it stiffen and cool down. Now I'm going to remove that and go ahead and start making my crab cakes. I'm going to form my crab cakes and place them on this parchment paper. And you can do these if you want them really, really perfect. You could use a scoop. If you want to do them like mine, rustic by hand, just go ahead and, do it by hand. Depends on how perfect you want them. But I'm going to go ahead and shape all of these. And then after I shape them, I'm going to go ahead and put them back in the refrigerator one more time for about 10 more minutes. So use this time, to just think about what you want to do, with your paycheck or what you have to clean, just kind of get meditative with your cooking here while you're making your perfect little vegan crab cakes, right? Just keep going until you have used up all of your mixture. They don't have to be perfect. Try to keep them all the same size or else the family will fight over who got a bigger one, and you don't want that. So try to keep it pretty much the same size. That's where, using a scoop would come in handy here because they're pretty much going to be the same size. If you were in a commercial kitchen, you would probably weigh them to make sure that everybody's getting the same amount. But hey, this is my kitchen, so we're not weighing. We're using our hands. We're guesstimating, and they'll have to live with it. So I'm just forming my soya chunk vegan crab cakes. Now, another thing that you could do is add some seaweed if you want. So here they are, perfectly formed. We're going to put the plastic back on top, and we're going to put those back inside of the refrigerator for about 10 more minutes, or just maybe 5 even, just until our oil gets heated up. Just to give them a little bit more time to form so that they stay together. We want to encourage them to stay together while we cook. Now we're using a neutral oil here. I'm using vegetable oil. You can use grapeseed oil, avocado oil. Anything that has a high smoke point is good to use for frying. Okay? And let this heat up. It's about 1 inch worth of oil in the pan. You could also deep fry these if you have a fryer, but if not, you can pan fry them, which is just perfect. It works just as well. Let this heat up, and then we're going to go ahead and start putting our crab cakes inside. I've also set up my rack because we're going to let those drain on my baking rack in the back there. So getting my station all set up, and in goes the crab cakes. So nice and yummy, perfectly formed, not falling apart because we let them refrigerate a little bit, and then we'll just keep cooking them until they brown, and then we'll have the perfect crab cakes, nice and yummy. And this recipe really takes in total maybe 30 minutes. It doesn't take a long time, and it's so inexpensive because jackfruit sometimes is hard to find. Lion's mane is definitely hard to find and very expensive. Banana blossom can also be hard to find, but these soya chunks, they tend to be in the Latin market or in the Latin section of the regular supermarket or in the Asian market, and they're really, really inexpensive. This was $3.99 for a bag, and I literally get 2 meals out of this bag. So I've used this for curry, I've used this for ceviche, now I'm using it for crab cakes. It's just yummy. I made my own ramen sauce here, and then I just topped it with some parsley and a little lime juice as well to give it that extra freshness. And we're ready to go. We're ready to go ahead and enjoy our crab cakes. And let me tell you, they are yummy. Well, there they are, my crab cakes. Let's taste them. Ooh. It's gonna drop. Super easy, yummy crab cakes. All vegan, of course.